light do you look best in?
When you meet your peers, what kind of light shines from your gallery?
What kind of light has God called you to be?
Now, Twyla Rhodes will share with us how someone in her life helped her bloom like a flower in a garden.
I have been very blessed to be surrounded by people who have taught me, loved me, and given me the tools I needed to bloom. It's hard naming just one person or even one event. I could stand here, name names all morning, but I've been told I only have 2 minutes. So instead, I'll share with you the story of why I became the Christian Education Director for this church. First and foremost, I am here because I grew up in a home with parents who believed in raising me in a church family. My mom was always my rock of faith, the one I would turn to when mine was shaken. She showed me over and over again what true faith looks like, and for that, I can only say thank you. Probably the one thing that sticks out the most are the words she would always tell me when my patience was wearing thin. I'd like to add, this happened often. She would say, "Twyla, don't worry. Everything happens for a reason. Just have some patience." I have taken this lesson with me through life, and it has helped me in dealing with, planning, and executing many aspects of not only my job, but also my life. Keeping me from going crazy many times, I would like to think that her words ringing in my head over and over again have helped me become a better person. Secondly, when I was 18 and a freshman in college and trying to get as far away from church as possible, someone pulled me back. Bruce came up to me one day and asked me to pray about whether or not I'd be interested in helping lead the youth group with another girl my age. We would only be responsible for leading the activities, he said. He said that Hope would organize them and do all the admin work. All we had to do is lead. So I thought it over. I asked several people what they thought. And when they told me, "No, don't do it. It's not a good idea. You're young still. You've got too much on your plate already." "No," I said to Bruce immediately. "Okay, I'll do it." My first major experience with the group was taking 3 senior high boys, all of whom towered over me, down to Vero Beach for a UCC retreat. When I got there, I was blown away by the kids worshiping, by their stories, and by their attitudes. I knew then that I had to find a way to come back to do this again. And so I did. I changed my major, changed schools, and through divine intervention, ended up here. I'd like to finish up by saying that these are just 2 examples of people that have influenced me over the years. But no matter what was going on in my life, you were always here. All of you, everyone. Having been raised in this church, you are not just my church family, you are my family. Each one of you has had a major impact on my life, and for that, all I can say is thank you.
The flower garden is something that God has given us to enjoy year-round. We enjoy our own garden and gardens throughout the world, in the meadows, the valleys, the forests, and the glens. God has given us a treasure of flowers.
I'm fascinated by the change of colors, the textures of flowers, and how the trees change their appearance during the seasons. My grandmother had a bed of roses that she lovingly cultivated. The roses were a variety of bright, beautiful, bold colors. Yet the thorns had a way of instantly changing my view about their beauty. However, that thought was short-lived because the beauty would overshadow the prick of a thorn. When I encounter anyone in changing careers, facing changes in life, with family and friends, I encourage them to focus on the beauty of the relationship or their situation. Just as the roses are beautiful, but the thorns hurt, so the changes in life may hurt. But at the end of that period, life is beautiful. Let us not complain about the thorns among the roses. Let's be grateful for the roses among the thorns. As
I was a child, I was in the company of women planting seeds, and I was taught to fold my hands, bow my head, and close my eyes to pray. For years I folded inward and prayed, but just as flower seeds need light to grow and bloom, the seeds of my prayers became a bud, waiting to flower. My head turned upward, and I felt the light shining in me. Caressed by the warmth, the flowers began to bloom. My hands are now placed gently in my lap, my face and palms turned upward, waiting for God to touch me. I am a flower, beautiful and blooming, preparing to seed.
Restoring beauty. Think about an old Victorian house that hasn't been kept up for many years. What might the floors look like when it was new? I'm sure they were beautiful, probably hardwood floors. What do they look like now? They have been carpeted or have been covered with linoleum or vinyl tile. What happened to those beautiful hardwood floors? They are still there, but you can't see them.
In our world of disposable consumerism, where built-in obsolescence is expected, we often fail to see what is right before our eyes. We are distracted by the glitz and flash of the new and shiny, obscuring the treasure just below the surface. To restore the floors, it will take a lot of hard work, lots of hours and elbow grease, along with the assurance that there really is a treasure below that is worth working for. Restoration takes shared vision, commitment, and collaboration, as well as a leap of faith that sees a hint of value at the corner of the years of wear and tear and accumulated residue. The same is true for beauty that lies within us. Years of education, work, and extreme busyness can pile layers of exhaustion, disappointment, and grief over the shining Christ light within each of us. The work of faithful discipleship in this day must include consistent awareness and attention to our inner life. And this requires taking time for silence and rest. It is nurturing our inner beauty so that we can fulfill the call of Jesus to let our light shine and to give glory to the creator of that beauty within. The church is no secret society. We must all shine, keep an open house, and be generous with our lives.
As we strive to live faithfully in the world, we may be small, but we are mighty, not because of our own strength, but because of God's own grace, which will never leave us on our own. There are lots of ways the church of today is confronting what doesn't seem to work as well as it once did. We are getting pretty clear on what people don't want. The task is to balance the restoration of our faith's traditions, beauty, and our very lives, while also moving into the future in a new way. As disciples, we are called to provide both spice and light to the work of the Spirit. We are called to be as a city set on a hill, so that light may shine, revealing where the hidden treasures hide, and then work to restore them. Time, resources, risk, faith, and vision are what we need to renew the luster of the Church of Jesus Christ, and a new chapter of life, ministry, service, and love.
Just as with the Epiphany, the Magi were led by light. In the same way, let us be the church's candles, whose flame lights the way for others who are searching for God. Let us be the rose among the thorns, and let your light shine before others, so they may see your good works.
What kind of light do you look best in? What kind of light has God called you to be?
Let your light shine.
Let the light shine.
Let your light shine.
Let your light shine.
Let your light shine.
Christ to shine in you and from you, that you may go forth and be a light to the world, from this time forth and forevermore. Amen and amen.